Hi, this is Erin with the Highland Center for Natural History. This Fresh Air moment is inspired by Humboldt's second grade. We're going to be talking about food webs. Food webs are the way that we can understand and model how energy is transferred in an ecosystem. Here's an example. First, we're going to start off with a plant. Plants are considered producers because they use water and nutrients from the soil and energy from the sun to create their own food. They can use this energy store to reproduce and grow, or an animal can come by and consume the plant and use that energy for themselves. An animal that might consume mountain mahogany is a mule deer. Mule deer are herbivores and are considered primary consumers in the food web. Mule deers, or any animal for that matter, cannot photosynthesize. So mule deers have to get their energy from consuming plants, like mountain mahogany. Next in our food web is the secondary consumer, an animal that eats the primary consumer. This could be an omnivore, like a coyote. Omnivores can be a secondary consumer by eating the mule deer, or primary consumers by eating plant material. This leads us to our apex predator, the mountain lion. An apex predator, like the mountain lion, is at the top of the food web. No wild animals in its ecosystem hunt it. It's also known as a tertiary consumer because it eats meat. It's a tertiary consumer when it eats a coyote, or a secondary consumer when it eats a mule deer. None of this is possible without the energy from the sun. We had a fairly simple food web. We only talked about 4 different organisms. My challenge to you is to talk about 5 different organisms in your own food web. Post or draw it and put it below in the comments. This is Erin from the Highland Center for Natural History. Thank you for joining in my Fresh Air moment.